All right, adventurers, gear up. Welcome to your very first quest in the world of Python. Okay, just picture this for a second. You've poured 50 hours into a monster RPG. You've finally beaten that insane screen-filling final boss, and then nothing. The game just doesn't save. Not a single thing. It's an absolute nightmare scenario, right? Your inventory is completely empty, that legendary armor you spent all night grinding for is gone, and your level? Oh, you're right back at 1. All that progress just evaporated.
You know that awful, gut-wrenching feeling you just had? That is exactly what programming would feel like in a world without variables. No joke. It'd be like trying to play a game with permanent amnesia. It has no idea what your health is, what your score is, or even your character's name from one second to the next. It's totally unplayable.
So how do we fix this catastrophic bug? Simple. We open our inventory. See, in programming, especially in Python, variables are your inventory. They are the one and only secret to making the program actually remember what you're doing.
Right, and this is where it gets really interesting, technically speaking. We tend to think of variables like a box that you put stuff in, but that's not quite right. It's actually more like a label or a pointer. The name of the variable doesn't hold the item. It's just a tag that points to where that item is chilling in the game's memory.
So yeah, let's break that down. Step 1, you need a slot in your inventory. You find an empty space, and you give it a unique name, a special tag. For this one, we're calling our slot Health Potion.
Okay, so you've got your named slot. Now you need the actual loot you want to store. It can be literally anything, but for our example, it's a value, the number 10. Maybe that means we have 10 health potions. And here's the magic move, putting that item into the slot. In Python, that little equal sign is the action. It's not about saying is equal to, it's an action called assignment. Exactly. It's the command that tells the game engine, hey, take this item, this number 10, and make sure that label health_potion is pointing right at it. And boom, just like that, your progress is saved. Now, any decent RPG knows your inventory can't just hold one type of thing, right? You've got your potions, your swords, your magic scrolls. Well, Python is the same way. Your variables can hold all different kinds of loot. Let's check out the main ones. This table lays it out perfectly. First up, you have integers. Those are just your whole numbers for anything you count, like your score or your hit points. Then you have strings, which is just a fancy word for text, like your character's name or a line of dialogue. And finally, you've got booleans. These are super simple on or off switches, just true or false. They're perfect for tracking things like, is the quest done? Or is the secret door unlocked?
And this right here is where Python gets really cool. You know how in some games a potion slot can only ever hold potions? Well, forget that. Python is what we call dynamically typed. That means the very same variable, the same inventory slot, can hold a number 1 minute, and then you can just decide to swap it out for some text the next. It is incredibly flexible.
Okay, but with great power comes great responsibility, right? You can't just go around naming your inventory slots whatever you feel like. There are some hard, unbreakable rules to the system, and trust me, if you don't follow them, you are just asking for game-breaking bugs.
And just so we're crystal clear, these are not friendly suggestions. We are talking about the hard-coded laws of the game engine. You break one of these rules, you get what's called a syntax error, and your program immediately crashes. Game over. Done.
So, here's your pre-mission briefing. Rule 1, your variable name must start with a letter or an underscore. After that first character, you can use more letters, numbers, or underscores. Rule 2, it absolutely cannot start with a number. And Rule 3, no weird special characters like the @ symbol or a hashtag. Finally, and this is a big one, it's case sensitive. A variable named health with a lowercase h is a completely different item from health with a capital H.
Oh, and one last critical rule. Some words are basically reserved by Python itself. Words like if, for, and class, these are part of the game's core mechanics. You can't name your variables after them because the engine would get totally confused. Think of them as off-limits.
Okay, so those were the hard rules to keep your game from crashing. Now, let's talk about the pro player strat. These are the community best practices, what the pros call PEP 8. And they're all about keeping your inventory clean, organized, and easy for other players or even your future self to understand at a glance.
The main convention is actually pretty simple. For your regular, everyday items, things whose values might change, you use what's called snake_case. That's just all lowercase words connected by underscores. But for your legendary items, values that you never ever intend to change, like max health underscore, the stylists use all caps or screaming snake underscore case. It's like putting a giant sign on it that tells other developers this value is sacred. Do not touch.
And just like that, you've done it. You've completed your very first quest in Python programming. That's right, you've stared into the void of a program that can't remember anything, and you've walked away with the exact tools you need to control it.
So let's do a super quick mission recap. First, we identified the critical bug. A program with no memory is useless. Then we unlocked our most powerful tool to fix it, our inventory, also known as variables. And finally, we learned the rules for labeling our loot properly with the right names and understanding the different types.
So look, if there is only one thing you take away from all this today, let it be this. You are not actually putting the item inside the variable name. The name is just a label. It's a pointer. It's a reference that tells Python where in the computer's memory to find the real item. Truly understanding that distinction, well, that's the key to the entire game.
You have officially unlocked and opened your programmer's inventory. Mission complete.
So, the big question we have for you now is, with your inventory open and ready for action, what's going to be the very first piece of loot you store to kick off your own epic journey as a developer? Let us know, and we'll see you on the next level.